we'll take it from there.
Thank you. Greetings. My name is Miss Natasha Connects of CIH Mental Wellness Solutions. And I love community and connection, and that's why I like to plug in spaces like this, because it's important to highlight men and their mental wellness. And I just feel passionate about it, and I want to curate some activities so then we can get to thinking about how we can again better ourselves for a 5-year plan, and also better ourselves for the world. What it's going to be is you're going to go to your phone and look at the last picture or the last couple pictures. Please make sure it's clean,
No DPs. Yo, single man, you're not allowed to play this game. If you're single, you're out.
I've always told Andrew, I love what you've done, building us as individuals to move on, to talk, and see what's going on. Monday to Friday, work, but then this time when he builds this time here, it's just, how are you? Where do we leave off? Let's catch up. Let's do this. Sit down, break bread. And I really love this, and I really appreciate it. And I appreciate all you guys. Whenever I see you guys again, it's great. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yo.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yes, respect, man. Respect. Right.
That was a long time, brother.
Yes, sir.
The only thing I would add to that is, I don't know about you, I was thinking to myself, but when I see these invites, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter the date.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm coming at night. So I told my wife I'm gonna be there because to me it's so refreshing.
It is, man, because I remember his mom, when we went to Ottawa, and she made this rum punch.
Yep.
And she's like, you only can take 2 sips. You only take more than 2 sips. And I took more than 2 sips.
Those who can't hear,
And I felt. Every time I go over there, you don't play with that woman.
No.
Right? And it don't matter, I'm 6'6", she'll deal with your case. You know what I mean?
And you don't tell us what happened after you take more than
No, I'm not telling you.
The lady in the picture was my wife.
Maybe it was.
Is my wife.
Does she know?
We'll cut that one out.
That's true.
He looked like Tupac.
Tupac looks like me.
Yes, you're right.
So this picture here was taken, I think, on Thursday. And this picture, I wish Mark was here, represented something special for me. It was taken at Humber College for the 33rd Able job fair.
Yeah.
So
What does ABLE stand for?
Association of Black Law Enforcers.
Oh, wow.
So Able opens, Humber College opened its door to Able when everybody's closed theirs.
Wow.
Because nobody wanted it. I guess the name was too radical for them. Yeah, so I was there at the inception of ABLE when Dave Mitchell and I used to work together from way back in the days of the Don Jail. And to see what is, I remember we couldn't get 100 people to the gala. To see what it's come now to, which is what, 900,000 plus people to the gala. Now another reason why this picture is special is because 2 of the folks in there, well, to be honest, including myself included, we weren't supposed to be anything, right? There's two gentlemen in there. One of them is a police officer I trained. He's now a sergeant with the OPP. And they hated it and something fierce. Myself, of course, they told me they would never promote me. They would never hire me. So I put myself in there. And another gentleman who is catching hell ever since he came to the department. Now, these are all black folks for the most part, right? It's a black career fair, for the most part. This year, every agency was there that I can think of. I can't think of one that wasn't there. every police department, even the redneck ones. And it just keeps getting better and better, including the wannabe spy network, CSIS.
Yo, you said wannabe.
And of course, it wasn't just law enforcement. It was,
They are. Phones are listening.
Throwing a fire, and I don't think I've ever seen them do it before. Throwing fire and throwing ambulance was there, so it was pretty cool. So it's not just policing, and this is a vessel for the young folks who are looking to get into law enforcement, to get into, and what is also nice was, did you know the OPP had a black staff sergeant? I had no idea.
No.
The kid's like 34 years old.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
I swear. 34 years old. This kid here crashed. He's probably around 33 or 32 as a sergeant. So the OPP, of all of them that's talking, the OPP is making strides above all the other city forces.
Wow.
Right? Alton region, I can still count on 100 black police officers. I see, can I say it? I'm in this neighborhood, Durham.
Yeah.
This week.
Yeah.
They got some work to do. York, there's a lot of black folks up there.
Yep.
Some folks to do.
Peel.
You gotta pick it up a bit.
Well, okay, so what's going across, what I find is going across is they will put somebody at the head, but there's nobody coming behind. Same with my department. There's nobody coming. When I look down, I can't see anybody coming. Right? So when I see this picture, I see hope. And I'm hopeful that the young folks will carry the mantle and continue to bring each other. So the black gentleman who was a staff sergeant and the Tamil gentleman who was a sergeant, their portfolio is to hire strictly, their portfolio from the OPP is to hire
Visible minority.
visible minorities, right? So they go all over the country, all over the country to go and recruit, including in indigenous areas. So they're actually serious. The OPP has committed to building, I think it should break down next year, their own training facility. So OPP officers apparently will no longer go to Elm.
Okay.
They'll have their own facility. So,
I think that's well overdue.
well, they've stopped talking and now they're doing.
Yes, sir.
We'll see.
What about,
Wasn't
what
also-
about the old RCMP? What do they say?
They're having
Or
trouble
the
with
same
horses.
RCMP.
We still can't get cruisers.
Horses. Horses can't get down the stairs.
Giddy up.
Also, wasn't one of the oldest first constables,
Yes.
60s, a black guy?
Yes.
They recognized
Yeah,
too.
he was also a member of ABLE.
Yes. How old was he? 60.
Oh man, you're testing my
I seen it on the news. He just became a cadet. He's the oldest cadet.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nice to see.
Way back, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ted.
Okay. Well, on Tuesday, I was supposed to go visit somebody at the TTC at head office. That's why he's laughing. But what happened is that just prior to that, my son had been invited to participate in the. Yes.
I saw that on the news.
My son
Yes.
participated in the Remembrance Day
Oh.
Yes, sir.
ceremony.
Yes.
And he did the African, the land acknowledgement,
Okay.
right? And so we were all very, very proud of him.
Yes.
He's been, this is, what you're looking at right here is an amazing story. Because this kid has no discipline.
Like father, like son.
But, when you look at it, and this is him, standing with, I'm messing it up, but it's not one way.
All the dignitaries.
Hold on.
Yeah.
All the dignitaries able to be able to speak with, to represent himself in this way, and to carry himself as he did, and to represent his entire squadron because he's just been promoted to the second rank in second rank in the entire squadron. So he's a leader.
But he's not just representing himself.
He's not just
right.
representing, and that's where it becomes interesting
Good
because he acknowledged that.
That's right.
Oh.
Now that's chapter 1.
That's chapter 1.
Chapter 2, this is where we were talking. Chapter 2 is that this young man, after he made his speech, was attacked directly at the ceremony
What?
by a racist,
Jesus.
right? Because the land acknowledgement says, and those who were brought here, without, involuntarily, blah, 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 blah. And the man looked at my son directly, yelled off to the side, "That's all fake news, that's all lies, you're this, that, and this, that, and the other."
Okay.
Straight on attack. And my beautiful son, this one, stared him down and just went. He's in his suit, and he just finished. They saluted him, and he looked at this guy. He looked at him, just went, and walked off.
The eagle.
And walked
Yeah.
off. And just stared him down
The eagle.
and gave me. So I was very proud of him.
And I'll say on that point.
Well,
that's
tell me the
something.
other part.
Well, you continue.
Oh, and what do you remember who drove Warren to this?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
There's the-
Nightcrawler? Is
there's
that what
the
they call
part-
it? Yeah, yeah.
There's the part where on the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, he was attacked and written up. They wrote stories and articles about him and about the pointlessness of his act, of what he contributed
Wow.
and all these
Yeah,
things
yeah.
in the Toronto Sun, in the Canadian, in the Western Star, and a few others as well.
What your son had said? What is
But it's what?
Yes. So
Wow.
he was attacked publicly and written about in the newspaper.
Nobody reads newspaper anyway.
So, he was telling me this, and I had a clear point, which I'll share it here.
Yes.
Now, collectively, there was a time when we couldn't go to school because we weren't allowed.
Hmm.
There was a time when we couldn't read and write because we weren't allowed. However, when we learned to read and write,
That's where the fear came.
no, they taught us.
Yeah.
I have no history because I did not write it. All they taught me was to read their history.
Yes.
So unless he's going to tell me that their history is wrong, that I'm repeating
What you taught us.
That's it.
what you taught me. Okay.
But in the end, I'm very proud that this guy came from a totally indisciplined, whatless damn to this character who's so strong. And representing all of us.
And what I like, I'll say that you don't have to respond to ignorance,
Yes. Yeah.
right? You're gonna hear stuff that you don't agree with, you know is wrong, but it's almost like that bully. The bully's poking you because they want you to engage,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes you don't need to.
That's right.
You just walk away like it bugs the hell out of
Yes, because there's no response.
And if you see his son is a big dude. So he could have easily done anything.
We're not going to lie to you, no. I'm Jamaica, I come from. And I'm Sri Lanka, I come from. You know, I'm used to good Portugal.
Jamaicans, yo.
I'm just saying.
Let me out, man, them alone. Rough with them.
What you say?
I'm not saying it's the best way to do it. I'm telling you.
I always interject my Canadian perspective, right? That's why I'm here.
Not only am I Canadian, I'm also Guyanese, so it's Jamaicans all around.
shame.
Yeah, I know.
No, we are not.
I just
We take you on. We take you on.
We are not. We are not.
Come true.
All right, who's next?
I'm next.
All right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't take pictures.
Check one of yourself right now.
My training is in photography. I went to
Oh.
school to be a photographer.
No, don't point at me. I didn't go to school for
No. So I ended up getting into teaching. But at the time I went to school.
You're a teacher?
Yeah.
God bless you.
At the time I went to photography, we were using film and then it quickly switched. And I saw a lot of photographers, I worked in a professional lab. I saw a lot of photographers lose their livelihood because digital was changing so fast, they were buying the technology and then going bankrupt and then getting wiped out of the business. And it came to this point where everyone was a photographer. Now, what changed for me was that the image was no longer believable once we got digital. Before, when we had film, it was spectacular. You saw that moment, people would believe that you saw that moment. For me, that doesn't exist anymore because people will question whether or not that happened because of the digital. So from that point on, my family will tell you I don't even take pictures at family gatherings. I just don't shoot. I feel we can make the images. I don't have to take them. So with that being said, all of the photos on my phone are documentations, things that I need to remember.
Okay.
And so the last one was a bill I paid to tell us.
And
tell us thank you. For your payment.
That wasn't real, but that's not real.
Yeah, that's what I can't make that one.
And you never paid it.
But I want to say something.
Excuse me. About the ancestral land acknowledgement. It does upset a lot of people. Yes, sir. But as a teacher, I have a classroom. And it's the land acknowledgement and then the ancestral acknowledgement. And if you're not familiar with the ancestral acknowledgement, it just recognizes that blacks were here by force. We weren't immigrants.
Jesus.
We came through the Atlantic slave trade. And that we stand on the shoulders of our ancestors. And that's basically the gist of what he delivered, right?
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
And so for someone in the audience to get triggered by that is one sense hilarious.
Yes.
But I'm wondering if there's parents reading my website, because it's there for all the students, it's one of my widgets.
Yes.
It's the land acknowledgement and the ancestral.
Yeah.
Not all teachers post it. I'm a black teacher, so I post it. And I wonder if they would come for me. I'd like to see them
Yeah,
try.
they're gonna come.
I'd like to see if they're
That would be a great argument. I'd like to see that argument.
So I'm sorry. What is the argument?
No, I'm just saying.
Like, I'm sorry.
So there's the land acknowledgement.
Yeah, I get that.
If you notice
that, we do.
No. So if you look at the land acknowledgement, it doesn't include
Yes.
the Atlantic
force.
trade. And, yeah.
Right.
So
what's the argument against that? Is my
No, so the argument for the land acknowledgement, I know because we were dealing with an Aboriginal girl who she came to speak for us at one time, right?
Yeah,
Mark
knows
her well.
Yeah.
And she was saying that, like, so picture this, right? So this is my house. You come to my house and you take it over and you're living here now. And I didn't let you in. And I fought to get you out and you're still here.
Correct.
You come to me and say, I acknowledge that I came over and I'm living in your house.
Correct.
And you still ain't leaving.
Correct.
Right?
Get that.
That's like a slap in the face. So you're acknowledging it, but you're not doing anything about it. You're still here.
Got it.
So that was her thing. It's like, it's an empty promise when you keep saying it over and over again.
Yes.
Say, yeah, I acknowledge that I took your stuff, but that's all I'm doing. I'm just acknowledging it.
Got it.
So it becomes empty after a while, right? If you're not backing it up with, okay, what are you doing to make it right?
Make it better.
So I think that
But
that
what's
was
the
for.
second layer? The second layer where we
Yeah.
were forced to come.
Wait.
What's
Yeah.
that?
So that's separate.
What's the
That's
To
separate.
add to the first part.
Yeah.
That's her perspective. The other part, and I'm going to say it straightforward, white people don't want to acknowledge that any further. They don't want to acknowledge, they don't want to invest in white guilt anymore. I've had 5 years of it. George Floyd died.
Yeah.
Now that's over for a year.
Let's keep it
I
moving.
did 5 years of that. I don't want to do it anymore. Right?
Yeah.
That's it. Right?
I don't think it's guilt, you know. They just don't want to hear it mentioned. I don't think they have guilt. Because like you say, if you have guilt, then you want to do something.
No. A lot of people just say, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're saying the same thing.
Like when some people cheat, they're like, I feel guilty, but I won't do it again.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Or what I hear a lot is, well, I didn't do it. My ancestor did.
there's that too.
Yeah.
There's that too.
Yeah.
But all
Which
that-
I get,
and all
So
that ties
it's
to
the
the second
second
one.
part. Yeah.
No, all that ties to the
It's the
second
second
one.
part now.
Where, again, it gets worse for them because I did it to them, the Aboriginal First Nation
Correct.
people,
Yeah.
but I also brought these people here too.
Yeah.
And I don't want to acknowledge that. I don't want to think about that. They don't write that into our history. I was talking with a friend of mine the other day, and if they were to tell our history properly, because Canadian history is not told well at all.
Correct.
American history is told in a very entertaining way. Canadian history is very interesting if it's told properly
Look at the hockey.
and truthfully.
So, and I just on that. So when I was in school, I'll quote this as a Canadian perspective. But, since we're all but no, when I went to school at Dalhousie. So when I was in high school, there was a program that was available called the Transition Year Program, which was only available to Black and Native students. That
Oh, wait, only available?
only available.
If you're white, you can't apply?
You cannot.
Wow.
My stepsister, because my parents were divorced and remarried, so my stepsister was white.
Yeah.
She tried to because her stepdad was black.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't let her.
That's interesting.
So it was only. I don't think the program is still available. I don't know for sure. But like I said, we're looking.
That's an interesting.
We're looking 30
Years ago,
30
yeah.
years ago, right?
Yeah.
But they had it was called TYP.
Okay.
And what you did from high school, you applied in high school. You went in for that year and you took, and one of the courses I do recall, kind of was called Black and Native Studies.
Wow.
So if you did the courses, you take I think 2 or 3 university courses, but you'd have to take those specific Black and Native Studies courses. So it taught you the history of the Black and Native Studies. And what they had is if you passed that year, they paid tuition up until your first degree. But like I say, long story short, being young and dumb, I missed out on that. I passed it the first year and then came to Toronto and the rest is history. But
Right.
That's why you need a mentor.
I could be a good mentor for that. I really have to check to see.
Yes.
We really have to check to see if they still have the program. But it was a good program because it introduced you to the Black and Native history. It wasn't the white; it was the Black and Native, right? And like you said, there's a whole lot of Black history that is not taught, acknowledged, even.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You went to Dalhousie?
Yeah.
Scotia.
That's cool.
I'm talking about Scotia.
They are the gateway to Black history in this country.
Yes.
And they didn't do so well.
Yeah.
I remember what Terrell is when he's 33, 33. Yeah, so how many years ago? I tried to take a trip. I wanted to go to Nova Scotia. So I started doing the research. And I called the Nova Scotia Tourist Board because I wanted to go see Africa.
Yes.
I heard about Africa.
Yeah.
Yes.
The funny thing is, a good friend of mine is an artist, Robert Small. So Robert did, because he used to do for the city, for the Black History Month, right? The poster, the official poster.
Yeah.
So I saw this thing, I'm like, what the hell is Africa? So I called Robert up, and he goes, it's in Nova Scotia. So then I started looking it up, and called the tourist board. And I asked him, send me stuff on Africa.
How much stuff did you get? Let me get it.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
They told me Africville was not a park.
Yes,
It is.
it is.
I'm like, what?
It is.
So I started looking into it. They destroyed it, man.
Yeah.
They turned it to Manhattan. They did like what
If
you did.
anybody needs
to the
to know,
ground.
Africville was a black settlement
Yes.
that was basically on the shores of the Halifax side, because you have Dartmouth and Halifax.
Yep.
A lot of black people, that's where they used to go walk into town, right? We're looking many, many, many years ago, obviously. And they basically told them and said, you know what? We need this land to develop. So therefore, we'll give you land that's like an hour's walk away, which is just on the outside of.
Did they get a meal with it?
Right?
Did they get a meal with it?
So
free
they
drink.
moved this black community, which was kind of somewhat like the slums, okay. But they moved them because it was in the downtown core of the city.
Okay.
They moved them, gave them the land outside of the city. That land now, today, never been developed. It is a park.
Wow.
They just wanted the community out of the way,
Yeah.
right? Because it was too close to the city.
City.
Mm.
That's literally what they did with Manhattan.
Yeah.
Great.
Still today, there's no transit that goes to Afroville. Right, a museum.
Well, nobody lives there. It's just
No,
literally-
but
yeah,
there's a
yeah.
museum. When I went there with my son a couple of years ago,
Mhm.
there was a white guy with his biracial daughter on a bicycle, and he was livid. He was fuming. He had just moved to Nova Scotia,
Mm.
and he says one of Canada's great historic pieces.
It's gone.
There's no transit to it.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
You can't take subway to it.
But
Right,
that's
right,
systemic though.
Yes, it's intentional.
If just a final point with that, if you get a chance and you go to Nova Scotia, where you want to go is it's called the Black Cultural Center. That will give you a lot of information on the Black history. And I always chuckle. I was just what was that last week? No, I was just in class earlier this week. It's funny, and I'm so used to it. But it was the question of, oh, where are you from? And I say, Canadian. That's a nice question.
Wait,
No,
wait,
really,
wait.
No, where your parents?
Where your
parents from.
And I can honestly
Where your parents
answer.
from?
From Canada.
Nova Scotia.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the next question?
Where the grandparents from?
Where's your grandparents from?
Yeah.
And I can honestly answer.
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. I said, look. I said, I'm more Canadian than half the people in Canada.
Yeah.
Done.
That people just don't
Done.
understand.
I have a. Oh my God.
Right? They don't understand that. It's hard for people to fathom. And even for my family, I get one point. For my family, my grandfather's grandmother was Native. So when I say that I'm Canadian,
Even still.
I am Canadian.
So you cross the Erin Street, right?
Right?
You cross the Erin Street and walk
Yeah.
down to
Right.
He's from Trelawney, Nova Scotia.
One of the things that
We have
came
one
up-
more. We have.
One of the things that came up, and a question like this, and I think I was saying to Barry or somebody, when I get certain questions, because I was telling him I was in Paris, I lost my papers got stolen, went to the Jamaican embassy, and I was told I don't sound Jamaican.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you sound like?
Wow.
Like,
So you know,
Your English is too correct.
the questions were asked. I had to
Booyah.
answer questions. Who was the Minister of Education in Jamaica that in order to get a temporary passport to go back to London where my parents were.
Wow.
It happened again in Trinidad. I was working in Jamaica. We went down to Trinidad for training. And there was some people from ABC Island. Have a dinner. They say, you don't sound like Jamaican.
Wow.
And they're going to prove it to me. They called the waitress, and I spoke just like I'm speaking here. She said, no, you're not Jamaican.
excuse me.
Wow. You sound like every one of my uncles.
Exactly.
Every one of them.
Exactly.
I'm here 20 years. When my daughter came here, they want to send her to ESL. Because
Yeah.
she is all of that. So basically, I look at this as ignorance. You know? Plain and simple. So I don't even respond back to ignorance because what you're telling me is that you're uneducated, you're judging me by my color,
Yeah.
you know, and you do not know how things happen.
But what's worse is that they want to stay that way.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
And there was an incident, a young street, I went for a job and I said, okay, I'm not going to get this job. Because my last name is Leng, and I thought it was Chinese. When I went to England, I was told it's Irish. And when I went to Young Street, it was all Chinese.
You said L-I-N-G or L-A?
L-A-I-N-G.
Okay.
Right? I know. My wife was in Whitby here, not in Oshawa, and the lady came out and said, "Where's Mrs. Leg?" And she was sitting there because she expected Chinese. Right? So these are the things that come and you look at. And I was saying, my son will work at a car dealership, and they come and say, "Oh, he's so polite and he plays tennis." He plays tennis. I'm saying, yeah, you represented this high school in tennis. Who play tennis in Jamaica? My daughter played badminton and she kind of quit it because when she go badminton, she's only black there.
Yeah.
Because the sport you're supposed to play is basketball.
Or track.
Or track.
You know what?
You just bring out the bobsled team, man.
We have one.
There's a ski team now, huh?
And a hockey team too.
Yeah, for real.
We have one more gentleman.
Even that has his
Yeah, one more
Sorry,
picture.
my apologies.
Sorry.
Because this is just the intro,
I know.
Just the intro.
So I'd like to show two pictures.
Okay.
So my very last picture is this.
Oh, wow.
Okay? I'll show you.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for your service.
Thank you for
Salute.
your service.
Thank you.
So this here is one of my trainees.
Oh, nice.
So as an instructor, when people, like to the new instructors, I try to tell them, they're like, "Oh, what do you get out of it? Why?" So I actually represented him. So he's still with TTC.
Yeah.
He finished his basic training, and I also sponsored him in order to actually do his application.
Okay.
So, and I was one of his references for his application.
Nice.
So people always say, like, what do you get out of being an instructor? Why do you do what you do?
Yeah.
Why do you do
7 to 3 weekends off.
Yeah. It's this.
Yeah.
Right? Because, and then he sent me a picture and he's like, "Sorry, I only had a limited number. I wanted you at my graduation, but I only had a limited number of people and I had to cut you." I said, "I'm good." Right? But he just sent this today. And I was just like, wow, he finished basic training and it's why I do what I do.
Yes.
I love my job.
You're right.
That is it right there.
Yes, sir.
Right? And even him, because when we first started, he was a single dad and his daughter was only 6 years old. So how am I going to do nights? How am I going to do this?
Yes.
And I said, "You call me anytime and we'll figure it out."
Yes.
So he's still, and now he's a reservist.
Okay.
So he wanted to actually give back to Canada. So he's Filipino, he's from the Philippines, and just a straight, really good guy. Funny thing is, he couldn't even get past to be a supervisor.
Yeah.
I was his reference to be a supervisor, and they still didn't pick him up. And I just I shook my head. I was like, so he's a reservist. But the picture before that, it's just the angle. So this is most probably my best picture right now. This here is my son. It's his last senior game before going off to college.
Nice.
Where you walk out on the field with your kid.
Yes. Yeah.
So
That's like seniors.
yeah.
Like seniors. Yeah.
That's V1, right, sir?
He's going to. So he was actually. I actually said to you, I'm not going to make it this weekend.
Yes.
Because we were supposed to be. He had a official visit at St. Mary's
Okay.
in Halifax this weekend.
Okay.
But because he's in the U.S. and with what was going on with Trump, they canceled it. Because
Yeah.
they're like, "We don't want your kid sitting in an airport if his flight gets canceled."
Get stuck. Yeah.
So we'll just reschedule it. We still want him. We still want to bring him out because we have to bring him out for an official visit. But that was his last senior game last weekend for the school he's going to. And like I said, I'm really not that far away from him. I don't know why the angle looked like I'm like I was literally right beside him. So that was.
You're right.
That's my. Because our daughter's there too, and she was cut off. So all of us walked up with them on his.
That's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
Like politicians, they all.
And how was it for him?
For him, it was nonchalant.
What was it for you?
Right now it was.
Yeah, it was.
What was it for you?
For me, I was holding back tears, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I said to him, I said, you know, you don't like this. Yes, you have. He's got offers. Every Canadian school, he's given him an offer.
Good.
But he wants to go to school in the U.S. He's got 2 D1 offers, so he's still trying to figure it out. And it's just, I just been there to support him, right? And I'm pretty sure a lot of us would have done really well if we had the support,
Yes.
Yes.
right?
Absolutely.
Back then, you told your parents, yeah, I'm playing football.
Yeah.
Okay, how much is it gonna cost me? And what do I need to do? You don't need to do nothing. I take subway there, I take bus there, and you didn't make it or you quit the sport, right? So, you know, I know we're going into, you know, your next 5 years. My next 5 years is my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever support, wherever I need to be, that's where I'll be.
That's right.
And that is it.
Yes.
That is it. So
Thank you.
Save the
Thank
best
you.
for last. Save the
All
best for last.
right. All right.